Welcome back to Globe Guardians. Today we're addressing a popular claim from conspiracy theorists and flat earthers. The idea that the constellations' unchanged appearance in the night sky proves the Earth is flat and stationary. But what if we told you there's a simple explanation for why the stars seem unchanging and why we don't feel the Earth moving? Let's start with something mind-boggling, the vast distances between visible bodies in space. For most of us, it's almost impossible to fully grasp just how far away stars really are. Take light, for instance. Light travels 300,000 kilometers per second. That's nearly 186,000 miles per second. So fast, it's hard even to comprehend. Now let's stretch that further. 1 light year is a distance of about 9.5 trillion kilometers. That's 9.5 with 12 zeros behind it. And that's just 1 year of light travel. The Milky Way has a diameter of 90,000 light years. Can you even begin to wrap your head around that? The distances between stars are so huge it's hard to imagine any noticeable change in the night sky in just a few thousand years. Yes, stars do move relative to each other. In fact, our solar system is part of a galaxy called the Milky Way, and it moves through space too. But because the distances between these stars are so immense, their movement is nearly impossible to notice with the naked eye. Here's another fun fact. Our solar system takes around 200 million years to complete one full orbit around the center of the Milky Way. We call this a galactic year. Now think about this. Humanity has been observing the night sky for just around 3,000 years. That's less than 0.02% of our galactic year. In that time, we've only moved about 0.005 of a degree in our orbit around the Milky Way's center. When you consider this, it makes sense that the stars we see tonight are almost exactly the same as the ones seen thousands of years ago. The movement we're talking about is so gradual that it's nearly invisible to the human eye over short periods of time. Now let's talk about our speed through the universe. Some flat earthers argue that the Earth must be moving so fast through space that we should feel it. After all, we're hurtling through space at about 30 kilometers per second. That's fast, right? So why don't we feel it? Well, we need to understand two things about velocity. First, all velocities are relative. When you're in a car, you're moving relative to the ground beneath you. When you're flying in a plane, you're moving relative to the air around you. As Galileo said in 1624, you cannot measure the speed of the ship if you don't look outside the ship. Now, here's the second key point. We only feel acceleration, not velocity, acceleration. That means we feel the change in speed, not the speed itself. This is why on a smooth flight at cruising speed, everything inside the plane feels calm. The flight attendants serve drinks, the food doesn't spill off the tray table, and nothing moves at all, even though you're cruising at 300 knots. During takeoff, you feel the acceleration as the plane speeds up, and when it changes altitude, you feel heavier or lighter. But while you're cruising at a constant speed, there's no acceleration, no change in velocity, so you don't feel any of it. The same principle applies to the Earth. We're moving at a constant speed through space, but there's no acceleration, nothing to change our velocity, so we don't feel the motion. Today we've debunked some common myths from the flat Earth community about the night sky and our speeds through space. The stars look the same because they move incredibly slowly from our perspective, and we don't feel the Earth's movement because we're not experiencing acceleration. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Globe Guardians.